Hey guys, thank you for hitting that thumbnail and decided to watch my video. I'm completely humbled by it. I really appreciate you guys coming and checking out my channel. While you're here, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and also join the channel. It's very inexpensive to do so. Everything you give, or if you hit the super thanks button and you give that way as well, it only helps, keeps the light on, keeps me creating content for you guys that you guys can learn from and impart upon your Linux adventure. I hope you enjoy the video. Stay tuned for the next one. Thanks so much. Hi guys, today we're going to talk about a tool that I think that every distro hopper should use if they have one of these. Simple USB drive. That's right, a thumb drive. The tool that I'm talking about can make your life as a distro hopper so easy, especially if you have more than one distro you really like. You hop between 2, 3, 1, 2. It doesn't, one or two of them. It doesn't matter the quantity, because as long as your hard drive can fit them, it'll take as many ISOs on it, and you can boot from that ISO every time, or each different ISO every time. Now, the tool that I'm talking about is very simple to use. It's widely known, but you don't hear people talking about using it all the time. I've seen a few videos recently on it, and so I thought I'd bring it to my new to Linux users. Chances are some of you may not have heard of it, and some of you may have, but I'm going to show you how to create it, how to use it, and that's it for the most part. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at Ventoy. And Ventoy, you can pop right on over. Let's go ahead and do that right now. You can pop right over to ventoy.net, and you can go to their webpage and kind of read a little bit about it. If you look at the top, you got your main page, you got screenshot, downloads, document, and tested ISO. The ones that I want to talk about are the Ventoy compatible and the tested ISO. Ventoy compatible, when you look at it, it gives you basically compatible distros that you can look at, which are the Grub2 file manager, the Hikari PE. These are ones that are kind of sort of looked at, you know, on a multi-arch. Like the Grub is multi-arch, so there's a lot of them that'll work. And then things to do when you need it for OS or distros to be compatible for iOS. In other words, what to pay attention for. Number one, mark the ISO file as compatible. Check and get Ventoy information after boot. Mount the ISO file according to the Ventoy information. So you could read about more about that over at the GitHub. But what I want to show you is this tested ISO. These are known ISOs that have been tested to work with Ventoy and have been successfully reported as working to them, and they've updated and created this list. They have under Windows, they have from Windows 7 all the way to Windows Server 22 and Windows PE. They have all of these Debian, not Debian, but Linux-based OSs that they're working on. Some of them are, I've never heard of, like Pug OS, Shred OS, Platin OS, Palin 1X. I mean, they got a dot, so that means that even more being added. I don't know. Then they even got Unix works with it as well. Hello System does, Clone OS, Dragonfly. For Chrome, they've got a couple of distributions that work for that as well. Also, they got VMware for some Zen servers and stuff like that. And of course, you can go down here and, as like in Windows, there's 37 images that have been tested. And here you can click for the full list. For like Debian, there's 30 of them. Here you can click to see the full list, and here are all the ones that work. That being said, you could double cross-reference and reference to see if your ISO that you want to burn or test will work on here. Now, if it's not on here, it doesn't mean it won't work. You can certainly, of course, burn it and test it. Now, How do you make your Ventoy ISO? Well, what you do is you download it. You could download it either through your package manager, which when it opens up, we'll go ahead and we'll browse for it here. All it's as simple as doing Ventoy. And you got Ventoy, which is already a package in like the Pacman repository, or you can go to the Ventoy bin. So, which is going to be like your GitHub files and stuff like that. So, and you just simply download it and install it. That's all you got to do. Do your standard download and install through your package manager, or if your distro doesn't have it, but you have like the AUR, like, I don't know any distro that wouldn't have it, but I mean, let's, for example, say Arch didn't have it in the Pacman repository. You just do the AUR, see if it's community. If not, then you can go to the GitHub, get it, and build it. Either way, that's how you can get it. Now, so you have it downloaded and you have it installed. So now how do I use it? So now you just type in Ventoy. I'm using Rofi right now. So here it is. Now, because it's going to write, you want to put in your sudo password because it's writing at a root level. And this is the program all of itself right here. Now, looking at it, what you look at is when you pull down, it's going to tell you your thumb drive that you have inserted or all the ones that are available if you have multiple ones in. So at this point in time, as a new to Linux user, I would definitely make sure that it's the right USB that's plugged in and only that one, so you don't make a mistake and erase something else on another one before you write it, okay? Otherwise, that's free game, I guess. Don't select the wrong one. So that's my PSA announcement to the new to Linux user. So here it is. So now you could either select to update or install. If you already have a Ventoy already made and you want to update it because, say, one of the packages or one of the distros that you have is maybe a little buggy or something like that, and you notice that there's a Ventoy update out there. So go ahead and do update if you already have it installed and set up. If not, then here's when you're going to install. All you do is you click install. The device is going to be formatted. All data will be lost. Do you want to continue? Yes. The device will be formatted. This is a double check. See, they actually make you check twice. I like that. And then you click yes or okay. And now it's erasing it and it's writing Ventoy to the disk. Congratulations, Ventoy has been set up successfully. So now that we've done that, we can actually quit the program. And now what you do is you simply open up your file manager. And when you look, if you look over here in the left-hand side, in the left-hand panel, you have Ventoy as one of your mountable drives. Look at that. So it's ready to go. So now, how do I use Ventoy? How do I put stuff to Ventoy? Well, that's real simple. All you do, so let's open a new tab. So we're going to stay on Ventoy. We're going to go here. We're going to open a new tab. It's going to be under the same as Ventoy. So now we're going to go to our download folders, which is where you would download ISOs. And it's simple as copying and pasting. Yeah, that's it. So let us go ahead and pick like Zinc OS right here. We're going to copy it. We're going to click on our Ventoy tab and we're going to paste it. And it's going to write it just like that. Zinc's on there. So now let's add another one. Let's go ahead and add Ubuntu server right here. We're going to hit copy, paste, just like that. Oh, let's add another one. Seduction right here. This is another one I'm doing a review on, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to copy it. We're going to paste. Bam. Just like that. Some of them it may take a minute to write for, because it's a little bit larger of a file, like Seduction is 2.8 gigs because it's got a lot of tools built into it. That's one of the reviews I got coming up this week. So go ahead and look forward to that video. Go ahead and make sure you click that notification button so you get notified when a new video drops. And you'll know exactly when that's available for you. So while this is copying, I will go ahead and let it do its thing. I'll pause for a minute. When it's done, we'll have it there. Okay, that only took about 2 minutes to finish copying, but there you go. It finished copying. And it's already under. So now we have Seduction on here, 2022.1. Masters of War, Linux, Ubuntu Live Server, and then we also have Zinc OS. Okay, so now that we have those installed, now how do we use it? Okay, so we've installed Ventoy onto a USB drive. We've taken and we've put our ISOs onto Ventoy. And so now what you do is you simply use it like you would any type of CD. You put it into, or USB if you're doing a bootable USB drive. You do it the same way. You boot into it the exact same way through your BIOS configuration. You know, you just select your boot option, select that thumb drive that you've got put in there, you select into it, and then the next thing you're going to get is you're going to get this grub picture image on your display, right? Which is going to have all the different ISOs that you put in. Now we put in Zinc OS, we put in Ubuntu server on mine, and I can't remember the other one. I think it was it was Seduction on mine. So I'll only have 3 choices. This guy here's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different ISO or images on there as well. And so you can, you select it by arrowing down with your arrow keys to which one it is that you want to select. You hit enter, and then you get into the next thing, which is going to be whatever the boot menu is, the grub menu is, it's going to give you for installing whatever it is that you're going to install. It's going to look like one of these. Like this is your Archbang one. It's just going to look like your typical ISO install right there, and you just go from there to install whatever it is. So you just keep that Ventoy drive with you handy at all times. If you find a distribution that you really like, you just put it right on that Ventoy drive and you call it good. Keep it there safe and secure. Now, installing it's going to erase it every time. Updating it will simply update the Ventoy grub part. Okay, it won't update any of the Arch ISOs, it won't, or any of the ISOs that are on there. It doesn't do any of the updates to those. It simply updates the Ventoy program that's on the USB drive. That's the thing to remember. Other than that, guys, I strongly suggest you get with it. Put Ventoy on a USB drive, store your favorite ISOs that you have on there. If you have them and you want to keep the latest one, of course you're going to have to delete the old one, put the new one on, whatever it takes to to do it. But either way, enjoy Ventoy. If you have used Ventoy before and you've had experience with it, please don't be afraid to leave a comment in the comments down below. Also, if you have questions, don't be afraid to ask them in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and join the channel, please. Appreciate if you would. I greatly appreciate that. Either way, you guys keep doing what you do. Stay blessed and keep on Linuxing and have a great day. Hi guys. I'd like to say thanks for watching the video. It really means the world. But before we go, I'd like to thank my Patreons Brian Bomarito and Mislav Bresla. They help keep the lights on, and I really appreciate them. If you'd like to become a Patreon like them, visit me over at my Patreon page, Linux_tube. Help out if you can. Really appreciate you guys taking the time. Thank you so much. Have a great day.